Okay, so once you've customized your templates in Canva, one of the most important steps is that you will need to split up the large template graphic that you've created into the smaller squares so that you can post them individually on Instagram. So, luckily, there is a free tool that you can use to do this super quickly, and I want to walk you through the steps. So, when you are in Canva, let's pretend that this is done. You've already added your photos to do the customization, maybe put some text overlays on there. What you will need to do is download this as an entire graphic. You want to keep everything together just as one single image here for right now. It's also worth pointing out that I'm using volume 1 for the sake of this tutorial. There are additional volumes of my puzzle grid templates where a few of the details are going to vary. I will point that out when we get there. But for right now, I'm using the volume 1 templates. So over here in the upper right hand corner, you will click download. I always recommend staying with the PNG just like it says, and you don't want to ever change the size. You want to leave it alone. So again, for this one, for volume 1, it is 3240 by 4320. You always want to make sure this is at 1.0, which tells you it's exactly just 100% size. And in this case, this was a multiple page layout, so I'm going to select page 1 and download. So it's going to download my design for me so that I have that now saved on my computer. Next step is going to be to go to Pine Tools. I included the link in your PDF that you received when you purchased my templates. So all we got to do here, first step, is under Input Image, you're going to hit Choose File, and then you're going to select the PNG design, the image that you just created. So here we go. Again, pretend this is your beautiful layout that you've just done. And so once you've gone ahead and selected it, over here under options is where you want to look at all of these different settings. So for the how to split, we're going to hit both because we're going to split it in a grid. Output format, I highly recommend that you want to stick with PNG. I think that that's just going to give you the best quality, especially if you have text on there. Instagram tends to love PNG quality over JPEGs when you have text. So next, under vertically, you're going to choose this one. It should by default be selected quantity of blocks in equal height. So this is telling us how many rows here we are going to have. So again, for volume 1, I'm going to change this to 4. If you are using a different template that maybe is taller, for instance, volume 2, you would choose 5. But again, I've specified that in all of the instructions so that it is clear. For right now, I'm doing volume 1, so I'm going to choose 4, but make sure that you specify it based on which template you're using. Then further down here under horizontally, we want to go ahead and leave it the same, quantity of blocks equal width. And this will always be set to 3 because this is telling us how many of the tall way that we want to do it. So there's always only going to be 3, regardless of which template you have purchased. So then your last step is just to go ahead and hit split image. It's going to process that instantly. It tells us here in this case that 12 pieces were generated. And then all you need to do is quickly go down here and click on each one of these to go ahead and download them. So you just do them one at a time. I'm using Safari in this case. So as you can see, it's just flopping them right on over there into my downloads folder. So you just select each one at a time until they are all saved. And that is it. If we want to take a look at this downloads here, it has already saved these with the file name so that it's super easy for you to be able to figure out what order you want to post them in. So if we're looking back up here, obviously row 1, column 1 is going to be right up here at the top. Row 1, column 1. So we, in essence, are then going to be posting them to Instagram in reverse order because of the way it goes chronologically. You're going to be starting, your first post is going to technically be this one. So in this case, for volume 1, it is row 4, column 3. So that is how you'll figure it out. You will have all of these now saved on your computer. You can go ahead and post them manually. You can use a scheduler, however you do Instagram. Doesn't matter at this point. They are all saved, they are all set up and ready for you to create your beautiful new Instagram puzzle grid. I hope this helped. If you have any questions about any of this, you are more than welcome to contact me.